Morning, everybody. Figured we'd do a little video tour, show the progress on the old Daily Express building. It's pretty much a mess inside, but been doing some demo, loading the dumpster. You can see we got the police station there, the old city hall there. Town square is about a block away. Let's go in the main entrance here. It's a little messy in here. Knocked out the drop ceiling. Hoping to get this vestibule taken out at some point by the glass guy. So this used to all be plaster, exposing the old brick. Got these big windows behind the plaster. You can see these openings here. There's about 11 of them total. This used to be the main office, so we've dropped a lot of the drop ceiling, trimming out the ductwork in the meantime. Other side over here. So you can see like where this line was, it used to be really low ceilings. Even behind this tile and sheetrock up here, the ceiling goes up another foot or so. So looking forward to knocking that out at some point. Hopefully this wall, and this wall will all come out. Just waiting for the structural engineer to verify that they're not load bearing, which about 95% sure they're not. There's a pretty good sized beam that's visible in the back room. So you got two bathrooms here. They're pretty rough, they're functional. This is the stairwell that goes down to the basement. You got the alleyway over here, the city hall's across the street. This used to be like a drafting design room for the newspaper. Working on dropping this ceiling. Obviously this is really our dumpster trash staging area at this point. Nice little structural support for the drop ceiling there. This back loading dock just goes out to kind of a dumpster area in the back, which has been super helpful for hauling trash out of here. Nice little refrigerator. So this is the whole main floor of the original building. Obviously why this used to be an exterior wall. So we're now entering the addition that they built about 40 years after the original building. So it's kind of a strange split level, but you go down this flight of stairs. They had a bunch of old printing presses down here. A ton of random trash and equipment that we've hauled out. Really what we have left is some stuff that's just going to metal scrap, and then some tables we thought were kind of cool we might use. So this front area, there's a little bathroom here. Two offices that are actually still being used by the newspaper folks for the meantime until the end of the month. So after they're out, obviously we'll start demoing this area, getting rid of the drop ceiling and knocking out these walls and everything. Got to be careful how much I actually do without a permit. I'm just supposed to be doing light demo for now. So this was like an old little dark room for photography or whatever. It's just real nasty. There's a couple sinks. Gonna knock that out. This upstairs area, they called the ballroom back in the day. I'm not really sure why. That's what the old owners, family of the newspaper folks told me, but this was pretty nasty. There was a couple partition walls and offices in this back corner, all drop ceiling. This part of the ceiling takes on a ton of water. Both roofs have pretty much failed, but we're getting new ones next week. So this is the south end of the building. Pretty cool windows, probably get these replaced. Get some natural light up into this upper level. But we've dropped all this drop ceiling, replaced the old lights with temporary lighting. Randy busted up all this tile floor. Randy and Rhonda. So we're just kind of chipping away at demo right now while we're waiting to get plans and permits to see what it's gonna end up being. But there used to be all paneling along this wall. And obviously that's the old facade of the old building and some old windows. I'm not sure what we're gonna do with those yet. So head downstairs here. Oh, perfect timing. Come on up.
Go.
Just go.
It'll take
All right, this is a monster dolly that's been super helpful getting stuff up and down the stairs. Thank you, Rhonda, and her yard sailing expertise. Oh, only some of the lights are coming on today. That's a regular occurrence. So this basement is basically just a kind of a staging area for some building materials right now. This whole front part on the north edge of the building is pretty nasty. There's like this super old camera that they use. It's literally built into the wall. And this was like some type of photo processing room with some weird red lights, a bunch of old nasty equipment. These rooms were basically full of just old moldy, nasty junk that we hauled out the first weekend we were here. Same, oh, I can't find the light. Same with over here, some type of processing. They had like some ink blotting machine here, and I think I don't know if they did color prints in here or what, but it's pretty gnarly. Looking forward to having the structural bless those walls and rip that stuff out as well. So now we kind of drop down into the main basement area. I had an electrician in here a couple weeks ago, and he said whenever you were working in this building, you had to be out of here by 3 o'clock, because at 3 o'clock about 40 kids showed up, the old paper boys, and they'd run you over in here, running in to get papers and haul them out. So that's the north end of the building. The road's right up there. That's under the front vestibule. But basically just a big storage area at this point. I don't know if it'll ever have a higher use, but that's the stairwell that goes out to the alleyway. Sorry, the lighting's pretty bad down here for now. So that's the south end of the building. That was like some type of old loading dock, probably had a lift. That's a pretty cool old like trap door that goes to the boiler room, which I'll show you in a second. So this was all completely full of stuff as well. Tables, soda machines, all types of shelving with newspapers. Interesting building. So this is the old boiler room here. Still has it in here. There's that door. So then they had, this was like the coal room, an old coal chute up there. A bunch of shelving on these walls we took out. So this is all fun. Got some asbestos right there. One of the only 2 areas that ended up testing high enough to need to be remediated. So that was a blessing, waiting on a chemical guy to come pick up all this. But this is kind of the back loading dock. They still actively use this to drop newspapers from where they get printed down in Columbia up here for distribution. They just kind of open the door and throw them in. That actually connects to the other building that used to be owned by the same owners. It's now a different gentleman that owns it. But this wall will come out eventually. We'll get all this ceiling out, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do down here. I think it has a lot of potential, just having high ceilings and kind of a cool back access, but obviously ADA is a challenge everywhere. So, lock this door. Yeah, we use that dolly to basically haul all the crap out of this basement right up these stairs, and we had a big 30-yard dumpster right here. Now we just load this thing down about twice a week. But that is pretty much it. So we're getting a roof next week. Got a tuck pointing bid that was pretty scary, so trying to find some more brick masons to come look at it. But it'd be sweet to get those windows knocked out eventually. That thing leaks like a sieve, need to tear it off. Probably eventually paint all this addition, the lighter colored brick, just because it, I don't know, it's kind of weird looking. That door could obviously use some love. But that's our project for now. First week of August. We bought it, I guess, mid-June. So we've really just been working on junk removal and light demo, trying to get it to a point to where we can actually get a permit and hire some of the skilled trades to come in here. They can see what they're working with and kind of get a head start on everything. So that's it. That's an update. Hope to get some of you guys here soon to see it in person. Have a good weekend.